Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Gators offense will take the first swing of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Fires to the tight end. In enemy territory, and out of bounds at the 48. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Mississippi State's offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle them off.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. catch in the middle. It's Bruce. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense lining up quickly.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Oh, man, look out! He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 28. Might as well give it to him again. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They did.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. To the air on first down. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
So the offense will stay on the field with... And they'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in 4th and goal situations just like that. You can call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. To the air, it's Croman Hope. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Streamline.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be
all kinds of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. With the catch, it's Montgomery. Turning it on. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Montgomery. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it all right. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? To throw, it's Croman Hope. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Trying to punch it in. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to...
Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the point after is good.
Florida, 35. Mississippi State, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Turns it on in midfield. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They go to the ground. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Gators are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play doesn't feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gator! And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. It's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
right back to it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Push down to the tackle. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
He's loose. He's at the... And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Blasted as he lets it go.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Looking to throw again. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. On fourth down, going to the air. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the... And now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. The sure hands, it's Bruce. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. And now on second down for this offense. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got it into zone, drag down at the 18-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense...